What's a home? Home is where love and harmony reside. And any home can be a castle. Any home can be a castle when the king and the queen are in love. And for our body, exercise is the king and nutrition is the queen. And when both of them come together, they create a wellness kingdom. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to you all to this brand new episode of Wellness Talks with Rajiv. I'm Rajiv Bharadwaj, and this is the GALF platform. GALF, Get a Life Fitness. It's a wellness aggregator with pan India presence and global ambitions. GALF specializes in offering corporate wellness ecosystem through its MyGALF technology platforms, the web application, and the mobile application, and customized holistic intervention. And joining me in today's show are two vivacious and dynamic guests. Let's bring them on board. And here they are, Sonia Coutinho and Vikram Mittal. Good morning
Hello,
and welcome to Wellness
Rajiv.
Talks with Rajiv.
Hello,
Hi
Vikram.
Rajiv,
Hello,
thank you
Rajiv.
for having us here.
How are you both? Sonia, how are you doing?
Very well, doing very well.
And looking nice. Rather, I love the those pots and probably are they folders, books or something
Thank you,
behind
Vikram.
you. I love the decorative items which you have
Thank
placed
you
in the.
so much, Vikram.
Yeah. So Vikram Mittal, how are you doing?
I'm good. It was a little bit of a hassle morning today, but I'm so excited to be here and
Mhm.
can't wait to talk about good stuff and
Yes.
life.
And friends, for all those who have joined in the Facebook Live on the MyGalf platform, let me introduce my esteemed, vivacious guest, Sonia Coutinho. She's a yoga instructor and corporate wellness specialist with GALF for more than 3 years. And Vikram Mittal, he's the co-founder of Mavi, MAVI. Hold on to the MA and the VI. We're going to get into the details of these terms. And he's primarily a tycoon from the fermented foods business sector. So, starting with Sonia. Sonia, you had a successful career in fashion and high-end retail. So, what made you switch to the wellness industry? Please talk us through.
So, thank you for your kind words, Rajiv. And yoga and wellness fitness is something that came to me 7 years ago when I was going through a crisis in my life. And I'm so thankful for yoga because it is something that has helped me grow and evolve as a person spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, on every level. It's really brought out the best in me. And I still am very connected to the corporate world and my luxury and hospitality segment that I've always been into. I still do a lot of holistic and wellness sessions for high-end retail luxury brands like Burberry, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and I still am connected with them. So I definitely do enjoy the best of both the worlds. I also teach at the Om Yoga Shala, which is at Isha Villas, again a very and postcard hotels. So it is a luxury setup again, but I totally enjoy the best of both the worlds. Yeah.
Enjoying best of both the worlds. Well, that takes me to Vikram Mittal, who also has been enjoying best of both the worlds, from being a shipping guy and switching his career. And one fine day, Vikram Mittal decides, along with his beloved wife, to leave it all and pursue the food and beverage business. So that's quite a step change, Vikram. So how did that change and the paradigm shift happen?
Uh, First of all, Rajiv, thank you for calling me the tycoon. I hope that comes true sooner than later, right? Uh, Currently, we are a home-based startup, but how we came across this was I mean, all my life I just wanted to be in the Navy, Indian Navy. That didn't work out because I had an extra thumb, and long story short, I ended up in the Merchant Navy. And yeah, it was actually a lot of fun. I visited almost 52 countries in the world, 54. I mean, I think the last count and everything. But we were in Bombay for an exam. I was an exam for chief engineers, and my wife was here for a dog training course. She's always had pets and all that. And that was the time when we were doing kombucha at home just for ourselves, and we had picked it up earlier. So we thought, and as a child as well, I always wanted to, enjoy the putting up a show, like, putting up a kiosk or school ke set mein, you want to put up a stall,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And so while we were here in Bombay, we just thought of, we were making kombucha, and our friends, I think they were the perpetrators of the whole thing. They just pushed that, like, why this is so good and this is so refreshing and different. Why don't you try and sell it commercially? And I think, like I mentioned, I think when we were talking earlier, that the only thing I like more than doing kombucha is talking. And when I went to the farmers market, I could talk about kombucha endlessly, and people really started enjoying from the word go. People really started enjoying it, and I started enjoying it. And we thought we'll give it a 6 month period while I was still in Bombay for exams and everything. And well, we just sort of got hooked onto it with the whole idea of, doing it, selling it, and connecting with people and doing something different, because kombucha now, yes, more people know about it and people are doing it. But it was such an exciting thing to do. It's like nobody else. It's like green tea like 10 years ago, or, black coffee or whatever. So it was something very different. And so we just stuck with it, and it's now 2 years, and with the love and kindness of you and Amit and a lot of clients and friends that we've turned. And so it was a step that I just couldn't go back to. And our lifestyle shifted from to a very organic lifestyle. Now, most of our food that we eat, like Sonia was mentioning, the crisis that came, we had so many health problems, and then we started eating organic, and we realized that, organic food is so what. How do we hurt our body without knowing when we're not eating? So, I just wanted to stay home, and the whole kombucha thing was so exciting, and I'm talking here, and I get to talk, and I get to meet people. So, it was a very easy decision. And sailing, it's not a forever gig, anyways. I think anybody who's smart enough would leave sailing and think of doing something better. Being home when you are grown up and you have a wife and you have a dog and you have friends and family that you can meet every weekend. I think I would any day stay home than go away for 6 months a year, 7 months a year. So that's my step.
Absolutely. And when you say, Vikram, doing something better, what better than, something arising out of your own need, as you
Exactly.
mentioned, yeah, that you had a bit of, few niggles on the health front, and that's when it's like the necessity is mother of invention, and you and your wife invented a new health drink. So, and I can see, the vibe and the energy on your face as you take that name, kombucha. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the passion of person who has come up with something new, something unique, not only for himself, but is extending out and spreading and sharing it across the spectrum, across the globe, around the world on the health and especially the food and beverage segment. So
Thank you
now
so much.
moving on to most welcome, Vikram. So Sonia, I love the gentle smile you're wearing right now, but let me tell you, friends, this lady who's wearing a sweet smile is a multifaceted personality. We've done quite a bit of research on your profile and the kind of things you've done, being a yoga professional, having valid training for practices and other skills. This makes you, quite well-rounded personality. And you've had a long association, more than 3 years, with GALF and its brand partner, especially the HealthTrek Healthcare. So how has been the association? Have we lost Sonia? Vikram, that's the USP of a yoga scholar. When you have a yoga specialist in your live show, so I hope people who are watching this live presentation can also understand that Vikram being a guy from the F&B sector, Sonia being the yoga specialist, and one of our esteemed panelists on the GALF platform. So keeping my fingers crossed if Sonia is perhaps in a yoga asana or something like that, or probably it's her network which is actually doing a chakrasana. So
I think
by
Sonia
the
is
time, by the time we are able to reconnect with Sonia, coming over to you, Vikram. It's been how many years? Like it was if if I would like to pinpoint when exactly, what month, which year it was, like when it triggered, the thought came to your mind कि कुछ नया करते हैं.
So कुछ नया करते हैं तो मेरा जिंदगी का it has been like a journey that I used to bake sourdough breads now which are very popular across Mumbai and across India now. Sourdough
Which
breads
breads you said?
sourdough breads. Sourdough
Ah,
breads. So they
right,
are very
right.
popular. They are, it's a very time consuming and a very healthy form of bread compared to the other bread. No preservative, nothing. So I started making those breads way back in 2016, and I used to be home, and I was just recently married in 2016. So we used to do all that at home, and so it was always about doing something different and doing something nice and exciting. So always like the whole house used to reek of coffee and everything. Sonia is back.
And yes,
Hi
welcome
guys.
back. We're gonna continue with the discussion, but we were missing you really dearly, and good to have you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, Vikram. So, just tell me one thing, that you say that you and your wife had
Right.
started by manufacturing that bread at home, and that is during your sailing period or after you had quit that.
No, so we were just doing it at home. So idea was just like being, being different and doing something new. It was never a business thing. We never sort of got into selling anything. Only when we came to Bombay and we were doing kombucha. So my wife, and I'm really thankful that she actually propelled me and she really supported me with, everything. Going to the market, making. We used to, only two of us would start a day early, do make the whole kombucha, bottle it, label it, go to the market, sell it, pack it, everything from scratch. We used to do it on ourselves, just the two of us, while taking care of the house as well and whatever other things we have to do in life. So we started the first farmers market. We thought of doing it in like March 2018, and 31st March 2018 was our first farmers market. And after that, we've done about 300 of them events, not just the farmers market, but like events. Every weekend we are at one of these places. So it's about 2 years now, and in modern trade and everything, it's about 1 year. So it's been a very fast learning curve for us as well, because we are not really business people. We were just two passionate people who happened to be at the right time at the right place, and we just wanted to do something really different that could just put us out there and uh, change the way. So we believe that we could
So
change
two,
the way people do beverage, people drink in India. We want to change that, how people consume their food and they drink when they think of all this, and that's what
and
the
then
idea whole
and
was.
then Vikram says we wanted to change the way people drink, as in, now that makes me curious what Vikram is drinking right now. Number one, I expect you to answer that honestly and candidly with me, and
I
please tell me what's the
It's a
flavor.
morning tea. A morning tea, because the whole morning tea was a little disrupted, and we just got some milk. And it's a monsoon season, so me and my wife have a pact that in monsoon season we'll have at least one tea a day. No questions asked about dairy or whatever. We will just
So
stick with one
this
cup.
is, very rarely live on air. You get to say cheers for an adrak chai, and
Adrak chai.
apologies, Sonia. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So while we sip onto our adrak chai and health beverages and drinks, and before I move over to Sonia, we wanted to make a difference and change the way the world drinks, health drinks per se, and we means MAVI. I'm gonna come to that, what does it stand for. But Sonia, you've been, you are a yoga specialist, and you've been pursuing that, a well-rounded professional. You've been wearing a lot of hats, training corporates, and you've also had valid training and practices in the other skills as well. And you've also had an amazing, amazing association with Get a Life Fitness, and especially its brand partners, the Health Trek Healthcare. Please tell us more about it, and how do you feel the association has been, as much as it has been amazing, fantastic from our side.
I'm really thankful for being able to for having had the opportunity to explore various different forms of fitness like yoga, Zumba, Pilates, functional training, bungee jumping, go flow, and stuff like that. It has given me a deeper knowledge and understanding of how different forms of fitness works better for different body types. And also associating with my gal has been like such an enriching experience and a very delightful experience working with them at all their various corporate events, meeting lovely people and also their lovely brand partners that we have, especially Health Trek that I have been, Health Trek Healthcare that I have been working with closely. They have a wide range
Right.
of products, and especially with the GALF discounts, it is so nice and it's total value for money for everyone. And especially during this lockdown, at this time, like everyone's stuck at home, they can't go out to dance studios or yoga studios, gyms and stuff. So the products that GALF has online, it's like so easy to use at home. Anybody can just avail of them and use them at home, help you enhance your endurance, performance, and the whole array of fitness tools that they've offered basically. It's just something that I totally love. I have them all around my house. I use them every single day.
Okay, Sonia, I'd like to tap a bit more into the yoga specialist, Sonia. Because as you're aware, majority of our clientele at GALF are the corporates, the working professionals, and of course, health and wellness passionate people. But the primary need of any individual, a corporate, working professional, or a health and fitness enthusiast is basic amount of feel good in the health. So as regards, let's start from step one. Some basic asanas, top three basic simple asanas. If I, as a corporate, I am into a sitting job, sitting for say 12 to 13, 14 hours in front of my computer, and what are probably a few stretches or simple asanas which you as a specialist can just enlighten us with, which can help me, someone who has never attempted yoga but is into a kind of some basic movements and stuff like that.
Yes.
Suppose, please.
So, first of all, I think everybody knows their own body really well, and what works for one person may not necessarily work for someone else. So, I am, as much as I love and yoga is very close to my heart, I also am very respectful to each and every form of exercises. So, as long as somebody's making that effort during this lockdown, everyone's working overtime. If they can put in like 10 minutes every day to just stretch a little and breathe, just regularize. You don't need to necessarily do any advanced pranayams with very exotic names, and it can get a bit too much for people when they hear things like Anulom Vilom or Kapal Bhati and all of that. So just equalize and regularize your breath, inhale and exhale. And
Yeah.
very simple things like when you're sitting on your laptop and working all day, like probably just make a
Yeah.
little time to move your neck up, down a couple of times, side to side. Like it's no rocket science in doing any of these. And at the same
Yeah.
time, while we're doing all of this, we're activating all our joints and glands. And, your thyroid glands, your parathyroid glands, and maybe some simple things like wrist rotation,
Right.
gentle wrist rotations,
Right.
and working all these carpals, metacarpals, phalanges, all these tiny muscles that we don't really work every day, very
Singam.
tiny,
Do,
simple
do I look like
exercises.
this? Yeah. The finger clenching is like the Singam.
And this can
For
be
all the people
fun
who are tuned in right
exercises.
now too. Absolutely. And I'm just wondering if people who are tuned into Facebook Live, they are wondering what's happening. There's a pretty lady who's talking, and two gentlemen are just moving their head. She's talking, and they are saying left and right, no. And then she's saying something, and then they're saying yes. So it is like our heads are dancing to this lady's tunes. But nevertheless, jokes apart, these are simple basic stretches or the movements which, and something you'd like to, suggest for the spine, or how
Yes,
important it is to keep
I
the spine erect
definitely
when we
would.
sit for long hours.
I definitely would. So this is a really simple asana that I'm going to show you. And especially in today's
Yeah.
date and time, this is not, you don't necessarily have to sit on the floor, on the mat while you're sitting on your chair, at your
Uh-huh.
workstation, at your desktop, absolutely anywhere. You could either sit straight with your spine erect on a chair, sofa, bed, or if, as I'm sitting on a yoga mat right now. And I'm just going to
Right.
quickly demonstrate something to you. So inhaling, you come up and stretch your spine.
Okay.
Exhaling, we come back down. So this is a Parvatasana.
Mm-hmm.
And inhaling, you come up. Exhale here. Inhaling, we bend sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Exhale, come up. Inhale, we bend sideways. Exhale, we come up.
Okay.
Inhale, we arch up. Exhale, we bend parallel to the floor. Inhale, you come up.
Right.
Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we come forward. And exhale, we twist onto the side. So when we've done something so simple, I just showed it to you very physically. I would like to show this to you
Right.
again in a more spiritual way.
Right.
So right now, what we've done to our spine is we've got a good extension, flexion, torsion, lateral bending. So a healthy spine is a healthy mind. And I'm going to show you how we do this spiritually now. So we're going to sit up erect. We're going to feel nice and strong like a mountain, like a parvat.
Right.
And just like you see, the mountain can withstand any storms, volcanoes, hailstones, rains, absolutely anything in life. If we too are well grounded, during this, especially during this pandemic and this crisis situation, if we too are well grounded, no storm can, come and disrupt our peace and happiness. So
Absolutely.
we come up nice and strong, well grounded. And sometimes in life, we have to bend. Sometimes we have up, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we have down. Sometimes in life, we have to adjust, and sometimes we have to compromise. But each day, with a heart full of gratitude, if we thank God and praise Him, and we count our blessings each day, we will always have more blessings to follow.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Thank
so
you. Thank you, our yoga coach, Sonia. That was,
thank
and the
you.
best thing which I loved was we thank God, we express gratitude for every small thing we have in our life. And that's when we welcome abundance. Abundance and wellness, be it the physical, mental, spiritual, financial, corporate, all rounded wellness. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's been so sweet of you, and you've been such a sport to demonstrate for us, for all our live viewers right now.
Thank you.
And I could see even Vikram enjoying, these movements and all. What do you feel, Vikram? As being a working professional and into business yourself, and especially when you are, your business is flourishing, especially on the online gas platform. So you are into sitting long hours. So were you able to relate? Because of course, for one, being a health and a fitness enthusiast, I'm into all kinds of being a long distance runner, yoga, pranayam. I do them religiously. So I could see, that zing, the spark on your face while Sonia was performing the basic stretches and asanas. So how closely you could relate to these?
No, I have been into fitness majorly. I used to do a lot of CrossFit, but in lately, since we got our pet Tara, we haven't had time to go out, and because our mornings are busy with kombucha and the business and whatever.
Right.
So I never had time. So it was easiest thing was to do yoga at home. That would save my traveling time and everything, and I could do like a half an hour thing or a 1 hour thing. So I really find I do yoga almost every day, and I find that it is if I do it regularly for 15 days, 20 days, whenever I like, the flexibility improves so much, your mental awareness becomes so much, you come in sync with your body, and that is so important, not just for your body, but it helps you in your business, because when you're fit, you can work efficiently. You are more aware, you're more present in your, whenever, whatever 8 hours you're working, 10 hours you're working, you can put your 100%. Plus, I think it also helps your relationships. So when you're physically fit and you're mentally fit, and I think yoga does that to you, uh, a lot of form of exercise. Like Sonia said, I think we should respect all forms. I love sports. I've been a sports through and through, sports person through and through. But yoga is something that can really bring your mind and body together. Like how you breathe, that is so important. Like this basic breathing, people don't get it right. Like if you try and say om and your voice starts vibrating, then you know that you don't even have control over your own breathing. So it
Yes,
is so
yes.
important. You need to, yeah. So I mean, I only realized it when I was saying om, and I realized that my voice was going up and down. That means I can't control my breathing. So I really started working on it, and you do it for 15 days, and you feel amazing, because you're breathing right, and your mind is more aware, and your body is stretched, and you don't feel tired, and your joints are better, your flexibility is better, and then you can post all these fancy pictures on Instagram doing all these crazy yoga asanas, which is good also again. Good content for Instagram
And
as well.
now I have this gentleman called Vikram Mittal, whose joints are better, whose flexibility, fitness is better, because he's been doing yoga on a regular basis and is
Absolutely.
growing by leaps and bounds with his business, which is MAVI, Mavi. Please enlighten us. What does it stand for?
So when we started the whole business, we started with the first of our flagship product was kombucha, and
Okay.
of course kombucha, KOMBUCHA, is a generic name, so we couldn't, it was not no way to register. So we had to find some a brand name, and so we thought of a lot of things, and then we came up with Mavi, which we could rate, because my wife Meenakshi, we call her Mashi at home, Mashi, and my name is Vikram, and she was like the founding the bottom stone of this whole business.
Right.
So we thought of calling it from Mashi, and Vikram ka VI, and like Mavi's kombucha. That's how we started. And also we found an anagram for this Mavi, because we knew that we would do more products later on, like sauerkraut, for example. So we changed it to miraculous and vital indulgence. So when you eat fermented food,
Oh,
it is not only miraculous in its healing powers, it's also very vital, and you can indulge. Like in kombucha is an indulgence. Like you can, instead of having a beer or a wine or something, you could definitely. I mean, we drink a lot of kombucha that way. So instead of
okay.
having something, having an alcohol, you could definitely have like a bottle of kombucha or a kvass or tepache or any of our fermented beverages, which are
Right.
healthier and tastier, right?
So,
And if you want to,
Vikram, as regards the uh, fermented food lineup, and
right.
specifically your brand, tell us about this segment in brief, and what are the health benefits? And for someone who is uninitiated, what is kombucha? What is it in blank, simple terms? What is it?
Okay. Kombucha, by definition and in layman terms, is fermented tea. Okay.
Okay.
So you have tea, and you ferment it using a culture, and that's what kombucha is all about. Then you can do so many things like make flavors. You can add fruits, you can add flowers, you can add just nothing and just have it like that. So essentially, and it's a 2,300-year-old drink, so it's been around forever. It's like yoga actually. We tell a lot of clients that it's like yoga. Kombucha is old like yoga, ancient, and it's very good for your body in general, right?
So, Vikram,
The only thing is that
when
just
you
like
say
we use,
it's a fermented tea. Uh,
right,
Enlighten us. Ferment. So the fermenting thing adds to the nutrition value of the tea.
yes.
That's what you're saying.
So yes, so fermentation is conversion of sugar into alcohol,
Right.
and when you're fermenting, when you're not making alcohol, it's also fermentation, but here the alcohol is also used as food by the bacteria which are present in the food itself. So there is no
Right.
alcohol
Right.
at the end of the process, and this whole process of sugar to alcohol, alcohol to everything, that that is what makes it healthy. It sort of produces probiotics, which are good for your gut, and they basically form 99% of all your body. Okay, all the bacteria in your body are majority are non-human.
Right.
So, and probiotics are a major part of it. So probiotics, then you got a lot of healthy acids and enzymes which help your digestion, your lubrication of joints, your
Absolutely.
acid formation in your body, regulation of that, your pH, blood sugar, liver detoxification, and all of these things. But also it has a lot of vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and especially vitamin B12, which is 65 to 70% of the world population is deficient in vitamin B12. And the only source of B12 is bacteria. They synthesize it. So if our gut health is optimal, 100%, it is very good. It's produced by our body, and unprocessed food would also have it, but that doesn't happen. So fermentation is a very good place to start when you have B12 deficient in general, because it takes care of your gut health in general and also gives you vitamin B12. We've got it tested, so we know that there is certain amount. Of course, it can vary with different foods, and every someone who knows about it, understands about it, and go about it. But in general, this is how it is. So we started with kombucha, which was a fermented tea, and also the biggest health trend in the world right now when it comes to beverages. And then we sort of thought of doing something different. So we started doing wheat kvass, which is a Russian ferment. Again, super healthy. It's called the blood tonic. Then we started doing sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is sauerkraut, basically cabbage, which is fermented. It is the best source of vitamin C in the world. It's Googleable fact. So, you can see it is 7 times more potent as a source of vitamin C than a lemon, which is our benchmark for vitamin C, right? Or orange for that matter, right? Yeah, and it's super healthy in terms of digestion. It has vitamin K, vitamin B12, and lots of stuff. So, and also kimchi. So kimchi is to Korea what sauerkraut is to Germany, essentially. And it forms the backbone of kimchi forms the backbone of Southeast Asian cuisine, and sauerkraut is an ubiquitous thing when you go to Western Europe or Eastern Europe for that matter. And then we started doing more stuff. We started fermenting garlic. It's of course like I mentioned, it's a very it's a passion project for us. But also once you start fermenting, or once you start doing yoga, you want to do all these things, and you want to try all the different styles, and you want to diversify, because maybe like Rajiv would like a lot of kombucha, but maybe kombucha doesn't work well for Sonia, so she enjoys more sauerkraut. And personally, I don't like beetroot in general, but I love the beet kvass. So for me, my go-to drink is a beet kvass, or a ginger ale, for example, that we do. So you have all these products, so you have a variation, and you can get all the probiotics and everything from whatever works for you. So whatever works your palate, whatever suits your body is something that you should be enjoying. It has to be sustainable. So organic, sustainable is something that you should focus on, and that's what we focus on basically. And
that's a very important thing which you mentioned, Vikram, sustainability, because quite often we come across products, with all due respect, they are very nutritious, very healthy, and also serve our requirements, but the sustainability is that area where sometimes the things are lacking. And when you say your product, which you and Meenakshi have dished out, have that sustainability element, I think that makes them really, really attractive.
Thank you so much. I mean, Rajiv, also when I say sustainability, I mean it's a two-pronged thing. Sustainable for the person who's consuming, so you need to have the taste factor, that I'll enjoy the taste, and it's available, of course. And at the environment side also, that whatever I am producing has the minimum effect on the environment, so reduces my carbon footprint. So whether it's about using the glass bottles for packing, or whether it's buying local, seasonal, organic food, for our ingredients, so people tell us, why don't you do plastic? For example, they say, you can do plastic and you can send it across the country, and you can start exporting it. Plastic is so good. And I'm like, see, I understand that, but we want to make sure that we reduce our carbon footprint. This is one earth. We don't mind growing a little slowly. We don't mind, and we will find our audience, like something on golf, where people are
Vikram, but when you mentioned reducing the carbon footprint, just tell me one thing, Vikram, and all of yours as well. Just like disappearing from this live session suddenly, does it count in the parameters of reducing the carbon footprint? That okay, Vikram and Rajiv are having a hearty conversation. So there's a yoga specialist, Sonia, who's saying, okay. And someone had told me that ancient times yoga gurus and all used to have those vidya, the powers and the magical powers and all, that they could lift themselves and vanish in thin air. So मुझे आज ऐसी अनुभूति हो रही है. I can experience that the yogini and the yoga specialist Sonia, and till the time she rubs off the vanishing cream which she has applied on her face right now. Let's continue with closer home, Vikram. Like, of course, kombucha is quite famous drink globally, but closer home in India, it's still perceived as something societal, or if I may use a term, pretentious drink. So, what are your views in the current changing mindset and the changing scenario, directly related to a working professional, the corporates, who are the direct consumers for this kind of a product?
So, like I said, think of this as tea, or maybe black coffee or a green tea that people used to find pretentious about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. People used to find this pretentious. I remember when I used to go to a cafe, to meet a friend or something, and if I would order black coffee, because I used to have a lot of it on the ship, because I was working with a lot of Danes and they have black coffee. People thought it was pretentious, and I didn't mind, because I just enjoyed the taste of that black coffee, which was not very popular. India likes our cafe latte and everything, right?
Right.
So it took us a while, but we understood that there is a good side of it. There is a taste, there is a palate development that happens, and I think same with kombucha. I think, and you rightly pointed out, it is very essential, especially for the people in corporates and working professionals and people who tend to eat out, or people who tend to have who, I know nobody wants to eat unhealthy, but it just happens because managing it can be a challenge. So that's when consuming foods, fermented food, especially like kombucha, you can use it as a mixer. I mean, India is slowly growing on wine as well. So if like so when people talk about kombucha, it's a thing that some people adapt directly, some people take a little while, but it is here to stay, and it's just a matter of developing your palate for everything.
And I believe that Sonia is here to stay now, and Vikram and Rajiv have adapted to the fact that our yoga guru is going to vanish in thin air. Zoop. And no, Sonia, absolutely, we are very happy, very delighted. Rather, we have an evolved soul amongst us. So, Guruji, pranam, welcome again. So, Sonia, as regards, as you have been in direct contact and through your live sessions and all with the corporate, with working professionals, there are a lot of challenges which, as a professional, I'm confronted with, or especially on the health and fitness, and also on the nutrition aspects of those. So, just talk us through the different challenges which just confront the working professionals, corporates, which you, from your experience, have come across.
Well, I think right now, especially with this whole pandemic, everybody's overworked. Everyone's very overstressed currently, and a lot of people are unable to make time for workouts because I have students telling me that they're working till 10, 12, 2:30 in the morning. And especially now that everybody's at home in lockdown, they can't even make an excuse to have an important wedding, or we have a child party or something like that. Everybody just has to open the laptop and is obliged to start working. But definitely, within the space of our home, we can make it a fun activity, like taking turns with household chores, doing family stretches together in between work, and small things like, practicing gratitude with family each day. Every morning when we wake up, just being happy for being alive, for our breath, for our body, for having a home, having a roof to stay, not being COVID positive. for
Right.
smallest of things, for having our loved ones near us, like thanking them, loving them. And in every little small thing that we do, right from the way we cook to the way that we eat, just sprinkle a lot of love and affection in all you do, you know. Every single thing. Maybe today I may not do a 1 hour intense yoga workout. I might just do something like this, but still give it that 100%,
So
you
what
know.
you're saying is, what takeaway which I get is, even on the it's both physical and mental front. So
Mental.
there are days when probably on a physical front, probably I may be doing probably a half a session, but it's the mental thing that keeps the entire system going, fresh, energetic,
Yes.
healthy. Gratitude and sprinkling those love and gratitude, affection things. Wow, wow. Sonia, you also propagate and share, spread, encourage people for natural whole foods and fermented foods. Now, I have a question which a lot of my people, lot of my friends from, I being an actor, from my television and the film and the theater industry, actors who are traveling from one shoot set to another, and a lot of my corporate friends, because prior to this have been an engineer from a corporate background. So a lot of my engineer friends who are into long sitting jobs, they say, Rajiv, what we do is, okay, we just cut a fresh fruit in the morning, and we fill a bowl of fresh fruit. We carry it in our car, and even if I tend to forget it and forget consuming it in the car, I just decide to, just okay, I'll reach the office and I'll have it somewhere later in the day. So probably I just asked my friend, uh, what was the time around which you had, just that cut fruit? So probably say, Rajiv, quarter to 8:30 in the morning, and by the time he or she consumes that cut fruit, which they've taken, carried to their office, it is probably 3 to 4 hours. So now the basic simple question is, cut fruits packed in a tiffin and carried to our workplace as compared to a fresh glass of fruit juice, if available. What would you advocate? And how can we tackle that issue?
So, well, I would say always a whole fruit, uh, nice whole fruit if you can, or a vegetable, whatever. But you know, you can't sit and peel and do all of this in office, definitely. So people end up taking stuff now, like a whole fresh fruit salad because it's more easy for them to eat. But by the time they travel for 1 or 2 hours and get to office, that is definitely going to have a lot of bacteria or salmonella by the time they consume. And you know, people saying that, okay, I make my own fresh fruit juice and I have it every single day. As much as I love to grow my own organic vegetables in the backyard and love eating fresh stuff, but you know, times like this when you're traveling to work, it would be more healthier to have something packaged, which would not give you a food poisoning in comparison to eating something cut up 2-3 hours ago. You know, and especially if it's packaged in the right way, like fermented and processed in a way which enhances your health. You
Right.
know, definitely that would be a healthier option than eating something that is cut up and chopped up and you know all of that.
Come many hours before. So now, Vikram, you have enlightened us about a lot of your products, and tell us about your the availability, and especially how can these products, especially in the COVID time, the current times, directly how can these products help, and as a consumer, how can I get hold of them? Please guide me through.
Okay, so we have a bunch of products, like I said, but if you want to get something, I always recommend for someone who's starting new or who already has had kombucha even, we always recommend them to have like a, assortment of like 5 or 6 bottles or something. That gives you a lot of different variations to try and figure out what you like best. Because although kombucha, every bottle with every flavor could be a little different to your palate, of course, right? Some might be a little sweeter, some might be a little this, and whatever. Especially, and if you don't like a beverage per se because of whatever concerns you have, or you don't know how to incorporate it, I think a sauerkraut is a very good addition. You can keep it in your refrigerator, and every time you want to have a meal, lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever, just take it out, 1 spoon, have it like a salad, just munch it nicely. It will give you probiotics, and especially in COVID times, like you said, I think it's imperative. One, it's monsoon season right now, right?
Right.
It's gonna hit us anytime. and two, it's COVID. And both of them are super important that it's very important that we keep our immunity up there, right? And immunity means your gut health, because your gut health is 70% of your immune system is your gut health. And corporates may, I am sorry to say this, but our corporate, although our country is growing and everything, but corporates, my sister is in corporate. I have friends who are in corporates. I've got friends who are in business. And because of the workload and stress and everyday life, Bombay driving can be a a hassle every day, and that can stress you out, and that directly affects your gut health. So consuming these foods would at least not fix it, but help your body fix itself, right? With no preservatives and no additional sugars and whatever, everything being natural, organic, and all that. I think they're very imperative. You can find them on the Gulf platform, of course. Assortments and whatever. So you don't have to worry about choosing your flavors and whatever. Just order an assortment or a sauerkraut or whatever, and try it and see how you like it. What you like more. And having an array of things, you also don't get bored, right? So it's immunity, like I said, sustainability. So when you have different things, you never get bored. Okay, today I'm going to have a ginger kombucha. Tomorrow I'm going to have a blueberry kombucha. I have kids who like to have kombucha. So what do I give them? Okay, so I'm going to have like a ginger kombucha because I like ginger instead of a ginger probably tea like we had in the morning. So in the evening I'll have a ginger kombucha. I can give a blueberry kombucha to my kids. Right?
So, Vikram,
So
if for the convenience of all our viewers who are tuned in right now and who are very keenly listening to you, if you could, please list out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, list out few of the, most super hit and very useful products of yours. If you could just name them once again for us, which are, very user friendly and which could help the people as prospective consumers and buyers to log on to the Galf platform and search for them directly, put them in the cart and go shopping. So a few of the products, if you can just name them again.
So most importantly, when it comes to kombucha, which is healthy, tasty, fizzy, replaces your cold drinks and everything, I would go with a ginger buzzer, which is ginger and honey. Okay, that's a easy to understand palate, easy to understand flavor for your palate. Then we've got a blueberry and rose water, which is very, very nice, very subtle.
So that's again the blueberry kombucha. Again is a second flavor in kombucha itself.
Of kombucha itself. Kombucha itself. Then we've got a lemon, mint, and basil. So also all of these have a lot of vitamin C, which is one of the most important vitamins for immunity. So kombucha has in general, and plus anyways, ginger is super anti-inflammatory. Blueberries are rich in antioxidants. Lemon, mint, and basil. Mint is so refreshing, and the lemon is again vitamin C all the way, right? So lemon, mint, and basil, and then you can have a beet kvass, which is made with beet. It's zero sugar. It's a lot of beetroots, a lot of iron and folate, detoxifies the liver. Then I would recommend, then I would recommend sauerkraut, right? Sauerkraut is a must because it's easy to have and it's more sustainable. You can have it just like with a meal anytime. You don't have to make time for a beverage per se. Sauerkrauts are nice. You can also try one of the water kefirs, if at all. If kombucha is not your thing, or kombucha is something that it needs a little time to develop flavor sometimes. Kefir is, again, if you've heard of kefir, we do water kefir as well. That is something that can also be done. And all of these, mind you, are similar, not the same, but similar in terms of probiotics and vitamin B.
And from the health benefits point of view. From the health benefits point of view, all of them
go up there. Something has more folate, something has more vitamin C, something has more vitamin B, something is more, so all of them. Something is a beverage, one thing is a food. Pretty much that's about it. Otherwise, all of them, whatever works for you, and especially Galfway, we have already created an assortment of 6, so you can try a whole bunch of flavors, and you can sort of you don't have to worry about what should I pick, what is not. We will pick our best sellers and make sure that because we know we've been doing this, so we know what works for most palates, and we try and suggest that to the people.
And we try and suggest that to people. And I'd like to have a final suggestion from you, Vikram. But before that, I'd like to quickly move on to Sonia. Sonia, while we were talking about procuring the health drink kombucha and the fermented drink online. So online is the thing, is the new normal now.
Yes,
So
it is.
be it shopping and we being the Galf wellness
Definitely.
aggregator. So even you are very popular for your online sessions. So how would you differentiate between a direct physical session as compared to an online one? And yes, for okay, but if you would just like to take us through your experiences,
Until
and then I'd like to hint about something after you've answered this question.
okay. So until 2.5 months ago, I never really saw myself as an online yoga teacher, in all honesty. I was more the outdoor, open air, no fan, no AC kind of yoga teacher. But
Uh-huh.
well, I think yoga is all about acceptance, changing, and adapting for the best.
Right.
And right now, in this given situation, online yoga is working brilliantly for all my students because they've realized that they log off from work, quickly run and change into, most of them are wearing yoga pants and formal clothes. They just remove the formal outfit, wear a yoga t-shirt on top, and they log into another Zoom yoga online class. So they have that comfort of doing it within their space. They don't need to run to a yoga studio or somewhere out. So people are adapting to this, and this is becoming really convenient. And especially I'm connecting with my students back from Bombay, from Goa, from Japan, and Delhi, and every other part, Bangalore, and stuff like that. So it's it does have its pros and cons. Like we saw, the electricity went a while ago, but then fortunately, universe has been quite gracious. It comes back on. And it definitely is a little more
So
challenging
it's like,
because you, in comparison to live session where you can check alignments and flows, you have to give your 100% and really be there. Like, okay, I can see you. Don't think I can't see you. You do this, and just giving that 100% there,
right,
and
right.
you have to engage and stuff. And it's lovely. It's been amazing. No, I love it. I love the shift.
Giving your 100%, and that is exactly what Sonia Coutinho is known and popular for. And mind you, people, all those who are watching us on MyGalf platform right now, Wellness Talks with Rajiv, you heard it directly from the lady's mouth. And this yoga specialist, Sonia Coutinho, you all can book her live online sessions, be it the group sessions or individual sessions, whatever, as per your convenience, right here on the MyGalf mobile application. So, Vikram, uh, we are in the final closing minutes of our show, but there's one thing, one question which is popping up in my mind is there any side effect to a fermented beverage or a health drink if I consume? And secondly, how frequently can I have them? How frequently can I have
Okay. So one thing, you can have fermented food every day. Okay.
them? Okay.
You just need to listen to your body, and which, like Sonia would definitely agree with me. Whether you do yoga or you are doing anything in life, you need to listen to your body. What is working for you, what it doesn't. So if one of the fermented food doesn't work, maybe you want to try something else, right? And see, only people we recommend kombucha, for example, we don't recommend lactating mothers and expecting mothers to be having
Okay.
kombucha because it's a very good detox. It's a very good detox drink, and you don't want anything coming. Or if you have SIBO, that is small intestine bacterial overgrowth. If you have something
Okay.
like that, that can be promoted sometimes by fermented food, and it can cause bloating and flatulence. Otherwise, just go bonkers, consume it, listen to your body. If you have a pre-existing condition, you might want to check with your doctor about what is it. If you have a dietary restriction, again, go back. You can always come back to us, ask us a question. We are more than happy to tell people about whatever way we can help them, educate them about kombucha. It is the need of the hour. Like people used to do yoga, in India, yoga got popular 10, 15 years ago, and our yogis have been doing it for thousands of years. Kombucha people have been doing it in the Himalayas, and the yogis and the rishis have been doing it. It's 2,300 years old. It's Asian. It's an
Right.
Asian drink. But now we are rediscovering it, and rediscovering we would need more education in it. We would try to learn more. So ask us a question, but anyone can have it anytime. You can have it. Listen to your body and mix it up. Kombucha is a very good mixer as well. So if it's a Friday evening, you want to have a drink, try kombucha as a mixer, or maybe a tepache or a beach squash as a mixer. So don't
Awesome.
worry about it.
Awesome.
Don't worry
I
about
think
it. Just listen to
that's
your
a
body.
brilliant takeaway, take back home, that we are rediscovering our ancient science, our ancient drink, which has been in our culture, our tradition, ancient history. And thank you, Meenakshi and Vikram, for bringing out our ancient, nutritious drinks before us, for all the people out there. Yeah, please, Vikram, please go ahead.
I want to say just one thing, that yes, we think it's a new thing, but when I went to the market, when we started going to the farmers market, people my grandfather's age, my grandmother's age, they came to us and said, "Oh, it's so nice to see you. We used to do kombucha 30 years ago when nobody knew about it. And everybody used to call it mushroom tea. That's how it was famous, because of the whole
Okay.
story that goes on top of the
Right,
culture.
right.
And people have been using it. It's just that now that it is gaining popularity across the globe, and our lifestyle is going, a little downside, because we are focusing on work more and the stresses are more in life in general. I think we are going back to basics, going back to our roots, like you mentioned, and we are rediscovering this. And I think it's a good thing, whether it's yoga, whether it's eating clean, eating organic, going back to the farm, or having a kombucha or a sauerkraut. It's all about that.
Absolutely. And it's a good thing. And all those good things, friends, you can procure, you can get your hands onto them through the MyGas platform. And all our viewers who have been tracking their fitness and walking and running steps on the MyGas mobile app. So all of you know that while you track your, movements and steps, you also win yourself gas points and coins, and you can redeem them against your shoppings. So it's been such an insightful and a wonderful, wonderful session with you, Vikram and Sonia. And thank you so very much for your wonderful time. And for all the viewers out there, thank you so much for tuning in. I think that's all we have from this very wonderful and very informative, and personally, for me, very enriching episode of Wellness Talks with Rajiv. It's been an absolute pleasure conversing with these two people.
Thank you,
Thank you
Rajiv.
so
Thank
much,
you,
guys. Thank
guys.
you so much for having us here.